going to be okay. You know, because for thousands of people...
now I know why she's here, because I was like, why is she here?
Well, because for thousands of people all around the world, this time of year is filled with dread and fear. It really is.
Oh my
It's not
God.
allergies.
What are you guys doing to me?
It's not just allergies or, beach season fitness worries, but it's, the inevitable encounter with one very, very cute, adorable, fluffy friend.
The fear of the Easter Bunny is real, okay? Extremely horrifying reality for many, including myself. I can't. My name is Mannarino, and I'm afraid of the Easter Bunny. So today we brought in help from our clinical. I didn't know we were doing this. Psychologist, Dr. Thea Gallagher. When she walked in, I'm like, why is Thea Gallagher here? And his friend and his. Oh God, you're distracting. Talk about this situation.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You know what it is? It's just, look at this. It's like the whiskers and the fact that the eyes don't blink.
The constant smile.
There's a deeper issue here.
Yeah, I'd love to get into that. What is the deeper issue?
What is it? What is, first of all, the fear of the Easter Bunny? Where's it come from?
Well, for kids, I feel like it's a big creature. It's intimidating. We're not like seeing this out in the wild very often, so it's also there's something about it that's a little novel that can be really scary. But then something happens where occasionally our brains like make a connection with something and we don't like the way that we feel, so then that fear continues on into adulthood. And then you don't have a lot of tons of encounters with the Easter Bunny, so you don't have a lot of corrective experiences to, get comfortable, sit next to him, feel it out.
But it's not every Easter Bunny.
It isn't.
No.
Really?
No, it's not, because like I took my daughter to the mall.
Okay.
And was fine.
Yeah.
For the
Who was
mall
fine?
Easter
She
Bunny.
or you were fine?
Well, we both were. But then you see something like this, like it's the cheap costume and the fact that the head, you can see the back of the head, and you start to sweat and can't talk straight.
Okay.
Yeah, you are
so there's only certain ones. And that would be important, like if you have like a phobia, to figure out what it is about the specific creature. Because clearly the mall bunny's safe for you.
Oh my gosh. So let's talk about kids though. Is there a way that we can approach it when this happens to be the Easter Bunny that the child is approaching? What can we do though to lessen the fear so that they aren't terrified?
Well, I think part of it is that like with little kids, what are we really trying to teach them? Because normally we're saying, hey, be afraid of like strange creatures, animals, people you don't know. And then this couple times a year we're like, hey, embrace them, sit on their laps, take a picture. So I think in some ways you have to limit your expectations. But if and some of us don't want to ruin the magic. We want to be like, it's real. But then for some kids you realize it's better to be like, hey, this is like a person dressed up, or he's safe, she's safe, it's a fun time. And then you could also titrate up, like get them closer, get them more comfortable, like see that it's friendly and all of that.
But there's a thing about like costume characters in general that could be fearful for kids and then carry into adulthood. But for the carrying into adulthood, right? Because it doesn't seem natural. Like obviously, I know it's Ben, right? But you just see the face and it's like a terrifying experience. So what is it that triggers the brain to kind of carry these things, fears like this, and others like Santa, whatever it may be, stop reaching your hand out, to get into adulthood?
So something, again, it's about the appraisal in the brain. And anxiety is really interesting in that it's like a false alarm system telling us to be afraid of something. And sometimes that thing isn't objectively scary, but our brain has decided that it's scary. So if you have like a terrifying experience, or you feel like your adrenaline is, you have a rush of adrenaline, your brain's telling you, hey, next time maybe avoid that thing that caused that increase in adrenaline and made you not feel great. And so then what we tend to do is we avoid, and then if you don't have tons of interactions with the Easter Bunny, it can just get worse over time. And then that's why in the work that we do is really about getting people to get exposed to their fears, which is what you're doing right now.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
I mean, can you take the head off?
He might scare the kids at home. I think it's also important to note that the real Easter Bunny is very busy right now. So a lot of the times the Easter Bunnies you see at the mall are the helpers, right?
No. What do you want to dance?
He is your friend. She said, confront your fears, Dan.
The tags are still on.
If you ride it out, the anxiety will go down on it.
Ride it out.
You forgot to take your tags.
Ride it out.
This is so disturbing.
All right.
Okay.
Let's check in on the forecast with meteorologist.
This is the best I've
Miranda.
ever seen you, because I've never heard you so quiet.
It's a basketball bunny.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Byron, save him.